Welcome back to Flying Dutchman Cards. Today I have reached the mountaintop. I am the #1 Andres Thomas super collector. And so a couple months back I started a quest to start a super collection, and I had 3 criteria for a player to choose for that. The criteria were interesting, attainable, and personal. So I chose Andres here because, interesting fun fact, he actually had negative 5.7 WAR for his career. So, but he played about 5 or 6 years, all for the Braves, but cost his team wins, but still was on the roster. Attainable, so looking for someone, that I could actually become the #1 super collector. Mike Trout's got probably 20,000 cards. Probably that was never going to happen. But Andres here has 117 cards on Trading Card Database. And then also a personal connection. So my full name is Andrew Thomas. And so Andres Thomas, very close to that. So that's why I chose him. So so what I'm going to do is go through and show you, I've broken them down kind of by different kind of subsets. I'll tell you my final tally at the end, and then also announce my next super collection. So stay tuned for that. So we'll get started here with some minor league cards. So we have first up this one from the Anderson Braves from 1983 with the awesome Wendy's logo on the back from TCMA. So that's pretty awesome. And then I believe another TCMA from when he played for the Durham Bulls, obviously of Bull Durham fame. And then a pre-rookie card from Skybox. This is when we couldn't get enough rookies, so we'd have pre-rookies. So this is when, and actually in '92, so this is after he was in the majors, stuck around for a couple of years in AAA. So with the Giants, very cool there. So that's our first minor league cards, and then we'll jump into his run of major release cards. So we have Fleer to start, and so we have our 86 Fleer update, and then 87 Fleer, 87 Fleer glossy, you can kind of see the gloss there, 87 Fleer mini, which is pretty awesome. I love the mini cards. Got 88 Fleer, and then 88 Fleer glossy, got that on there. Then same thing, 89 Fleer and 89 Fleer glossy. 90 Fleer, and then 90 Fleer Canadian, which is good times. It's just printed in Canada, exactly the same card. And then 91 Fleer, everyone's favorite, the Bumblebee, as it's affectionately called. So moving on to Donruss. So we have the 87 Donruss, which is the year, the design for 2021 on their throwbacks. 88 Donruss, 89 Donruss, 90, and 91. Moving on to Score. So we have, this is 88, and then 88 Score Glossy, 89 Score, 90, 91, and then got some upper decks, 89, 90, and 91. And then 2 Bowman. So we got our 89 Bowman and then 89 Bowman Tiffany. So that's a fun one to see that. So the kind of the really cool part about this was, just tracking down all the different cards, but then also just seeing all the different variations of cards and, 89 Bowman Tiffany. It's like, I would never get one of those, but it's cool to be able to see kind of all the different variations of these cards. So then we have a 86 Donruss The Rookies, 87. I want to say this one is Opening Day. Yep, 87 Opening Day. And then an 89, this is like Baseball's Best. 86, or this is 87 Rookies from Topps. And then some star stickers from Fleer. This is a Young Superstars from Score. Starting lineup Talking Baseball. That's a pretty awesome one. Toys R Us Collector's Edition. Tony Black actually opened this up recently. That was pretty awesome to see the full set of those. And then some classic baseball, and then a couple sports flicks. So this is his individual sports flicks, and then this is a Braves team. So you can see him there in the upper upper right-hand corner. So there's like 8 players on there. And then Dubuque 25th anniversary team. So that one's pretty awesome there. And then there's 2. I showed this previously on my oddball cards. Catico, this was a game from back in the day. So that's kind of a cool, weird oddball one. And then a Topps Big, which is pretty legit. So really like that one. Obviously with the cool designs there on the back. And so then next up we have stickers. If you get into super collecting anyone in the 80s or 90s, you are going to go on a sticker run. So these are fun because there's all kinds of variations on these, and Topps and O-Pee-Chee put them out, so there's all different versions. So this is a Topps. So this is like a flimsy one, and then there's these ones that are like hardback, and so that's 2 different variations, Andres Thomas and Buddy Bell. And then you'd be like, wait, what's the difference between these 2? Well, this one's O-Pee-Chee and that one's Topps, and this one is flimsy and this one is hard. So there's kind of 3 different versions of the same stickers, but just different variations. So got the O-Pee-Chee, and then the I don't know what to call that, but this one's the hardback, and then these are just the kind of the regular, more common sticker paper. And then this is a couple paninis, and then again some more variations of this. So we have these ones have different backs, so Andre Dawson and Fernando Valenzuela, but the fronts are the same. And then a couple different variations here. So this one is a Sean Dunston O-Pee-Chee, and then we have Rafael Palmeiro and a Sean Dunston Topps. So that's 2 different variations there. And then we have Andres Thomas, Melito Perez, and Julio Franco, and then this little mini one, I forget where that one's from. So the stickers, if you are jumping into anyone mid 80s and 90s, there's all kinds of stickers, which is pretty fun. So next up we'll do our Topps run. So we got 86 Topps traded, and then 86 Topps traded Tiffany. So you can see that kind of glossy on there. 65th anniversary buyback, and then a rediscovered Topps bronze, and then 87 Topps Tiffany. Can see the shine on there, and then another bronze rediscovered Topps buyback. 88 Topps, 88 O-Pee-Chee, 88. This is Tiffany as well, and then a gold buyback from 2017. If any of you guys have any of these buybacks, I would definitely be interested in these. These are kind of hard to track down. I wasn't collecting in 2017, but if you do have any of those, let me know. My favorite set of all time, 1989 Topps, and then 89 Topps Tiffany. Looks so sweet with the white cardstock, and then a 89 Topps rediscovered bronze. And then we have 89 Topps Tiffany for the team's leader card there. And then also just recently got this one back from Paul Runge. Hopefully one day I can get this one signed by Andres as well, but that's just the base 89 Topps. So cool to have at least a Andres Thomas card autographed, but not by him, but that's okay. And then we have 90 Topps, 90 O-Pee-Chee, looks very similar, but you'll notice here on the back, got some French, 90 Tiffany, and then another rediscovered Topps on there. So, and then the last one here is, this is 91 Topps, and so we got the 91 Topps, got the 91 Topps Micro. Who knew that they made a set of cards that small? I think I'm a little bit more fan of the mini than the micro. The micros, it's so hard to store. It's really hard to read. Bust out your magnifying glass. Then we got the 91 O-Pee-Chee with some French on there. 91 rediscovered Topps. 91 Tiffany. And then you might be saying, well, what's the last one? And this one, it was a tricky one to track down. I actually got a pretty good deal on it. It was only about $3, but the Desert Shield. So this is a set, I think I've seen there's only about 6,600 sets that they made in 91, obviously was Desert Shield, Operation Desert Shield. And so they made these for the troops. And so cool to get one of those. So the kind of the fun part is be able to, you know, I wouldn't really have much reason to get another Desert Shield, but now that I have a super collection of Andres Thomas, I was able to pick one of those up. Also I wasn't able to do this super collection alone. Want to do a couple shout outs. One to Mets Rule. He hooked me up with a couple cards to start, and then also sent me this awesome rack pack, 87 rack pack with Andres Thomas on the front. Also, Frank M. TTM hooked me up with a couple cards like this 88 score. So thank you to those guys. And then also Scott from Reindeer Studios found this rack pack of 89 tops with our boy Andres Thomas on the front, which is really awesome. So thank you guys. And yeah, any of the other ones that threw in care packages, you know, found Andres Thomas, always loving those. And so last but not least, you may have noticed, well, maybe not, but there was one set missing, and that was 90 Leaf. And so we got the 90 Leaf here. And I was reading Jose Canseco super collector book, and they were talking about basically the way to know that you are the super collector is if you have more one-of-ones than anyone else. And Andres Thomas has a couple one-of-ones. I haven't been able to track any of them down. But basically trying to find some serial numbered cards. And so I found this 2012 Leaf Memories buyback. And this one is 2 out of 20. And so I found that one. And then the same seller was selling another one that's 8 out of 20. So I have, 10% of this numbered set of Andres Thomas. So I was like, well, you know, if it gets down to brass tacks and someone's getting close, it's like, at least I got this in my back pocket. So that's kind of cool to get 2 numbered cards of Andres Thomas from 90 Leaf. And then any collection is not complete without one graded card. So I splurged and got the 90 Leaf Andres Thomas Mint 9. This is when, you know, you've gone down the crazy rabbit hole of super collecting, when you pick up, someone that went and graded this, and then me, buying this later on. I did not pay to get this graded. I got this on the secondary market. So lots of late nights looking up on sports lots, on eBay, all kinds of different things. So I have now amassed 85 of the 117 cards that Andres Thomas has listed on trading card database. So that makes me the #1 super collector. So some interesting, if you want a little drama about this story, there was, on my last video, I mentioned that Kid Fan 5 was actually #1. So when I started, the first place person had 64. And so I was shooting, maybe I'll shoot for 70 or something like that. And then all of a sudden Kid Fan 5 jumps in. He was at like 78, and then kind of kept going up, 81, 82. And I was like, oh man, I got to get some more cards. So I got some more to get above that. And then there's this whole scandal that broke out on Trading Card Database about Kid Fan 5. And basically he was scamming the system and just adding a bunch of cards that he didn't have. So went back down to 0. That made me #1, which is awesome. So want to let you know about the next super collections that I'm going to start. And you notice I said super collections. So these ones are in the works. So this is my next person that I'm going to go after. And this is Steve Searcy. So for my 3 different criteria. So interesting, Steve Searcy. He was a future star. He had all the rookie cards, but didn't have kind of flamed out a little bit. But also it's interesting because he signs TTM, which is pretty sweet. So I got this one signed TTM. Attainable, he's got about 60 or 70 cards, which is great. So I'm already, just from my collection growing up, off to a good start. And then personal. So I actually was born in Michigan. And so always had a good connection with the Tigers because my dad grew up a Tiger fan. So Steve Searcy is going to be our next super collection for a player. And then also, you may have noticed, I may be a big fan of 1989 Topps. And so what I'm working on is putting together the master collection of 1989 Topps. And so what I'm defining that is basically the 1989 Topps in any and all of its forms throughout the years. So you may have noticed the rookie prospect cards from Topps Update. So this kind of was the first kind of throwback to it in a couple years. And so working on getting this set together, and then I was like, you know what? I bet there's other ones. And so I started going through the archives and finding all the different ones, and stumbled along ones like this 1991-92 to Topps Archives, and this is basketball, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. So I am working on I'm not sure if I'm gonna get every single card of every single variation, but working on just like getting examples of different ones. You know, if they're smaller sets, I'll try to put those together. But anyway, so I'm excited to do that one. So be on the lookout for Steve Searcy and 89 Topps updates as we go along on those super collections. Post in the comments, what was your favorite card from today? Thank you for all the support along this journey of Andres Thomas super collecting. Encourage you guys, start your own super collection. It's a ton of fun. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.